Trump numerous times has reimbursed us with $2,000 plus checks.
I wouldn't say numerous times. It was a couple times during COVID because people weren't working.
Well,
It hasn't been any
more
time
than
since
during
COVID.
COVID. There's other times before COVID where he has explicitly, whether
When
whether
has he
the amount of
provided?
money or
When has he
not,
provided a stimulus check outside of COVID?
he has provided several stimulus checks outside of COVID. 2024, COVID was already a topic
What
that wasn't
what
discussed anymore,
stimulus
and we
checks
still
were sent out in
received the 2000.
2024?
You said what?
What stimulus checks were sent out in 2024?
State stimulus checks that were
So
all
not federal.
by
They were
Donald
done by the
Trump.
state. They were approved by Donald Trump in 2024.
Yes.
Who was the president in 2024, Dominic?
The president in 2024 was Joe Biden. This was also during the time that Trump and Joe Biden were explicitly debating and going for presidency, if I'm not mistaken. This was also the time that Trump had already paid his bail and was already...
Dominic, so you're telling me there were state stimulus checks that wouldn't need to be approved by the federal government because they're state checks.
There were, yes, there were. And Donald Trump was the person who writ off on it to be sent out to begin with.
Donald Trump, who was not in office, signed off on state stimulus checks.
Donald Trump, who was not in office in 2024, while the debate was still going on, signed off on the check.
How did Donald Trump sign off on state stimulus checks when he was not in office?
Because Donald Trump has been involved in a lot of American politics prior to him being a president. Both him and Epstein were multi-billionaires that were supplying the government with money for the government's transactions and trends. Not only that, they were supplying the government money.
Okay, so there were no state stimulus checks sent out through federal authorization by Donald Trump in 2024.